Now, I don't know about you guys, but I knew there were lizards in the government, but I didn't know there were vampires, living up to 300 years old. If you didn't see this story over the weekend, well, I got news for you. There are more people receiving Social Security than there are actual people living in the United States. So how does that happen? There's a few ways that that could happen, but mostly fraud, mostly lack of government competence, and people just gaining the system. So Elon Musk, spearheading Doge, has been covering this, and we have a few tweets to go through from him and some other people tweeting about it. But we have this first tweet from Elon Musk. Bruh, if I wanted to rummage through random personal shit, I could have done that at PayPal, hello. Having tens of millions of people marked in Social Security as alive when they are definitely dead is a huge problem, obviously. Some of these people would have been alive before America even existed as a country. Think about that for a second. So here he has the age ranges of the people currently receiving Social Security. So apparently there are people that have just been born up to 9 years old, almost 40 million, 10 to 19, 44 million, 20 to 29, 47, almost 48 million. Like, just look at these numbers here. That's a lot of people in age brackets that probably shouldn't be receiving Social Security. And then as you get down the line, notice how, do you know anyone over 110 years old? Like, sure, there might be some 109-year-olds, but almost 5 million of them? I don't know about that. And then you get down here, it's 110 to 119, 120 to 129. Millions of people that are not even alive. No one past 109 is alive, especially in the millions. So all these people past that are just receiving Social Security. But it gets worse. That's not where the list ends. Look, it keeps going. 170, 179, 180, 189, 190, 200, 210, 220, 240, and all the way to 369. We have one person who's between 240 and 249, and one person that's between 360 and 369. Guys, that's older than the actual United States. That's older than the United States of America. No one even existed in the United States of America. The United States of America didn't exist when this person was born. So who the hell is that receiving that money? That's what I mean by there's vampires. There are vampires in our government. And as I was talking with my mother about this, she said that, yeah, they're probably all in New Orleans, because I guess there's a bunch of people that claim to be vampires in New Orleans. But this was a response to, U.S. Senator John Fetterman. He said, I want to save billions of your money and make our government more efficient. Rummaging through your personal ish is not that. A party of chaos loses always. So a lot of people are upset that Elon Musk is even going through this information, but he's auditing where the money in the federal government goes. I'm perfectly fine with that. And like Elon Musk said, if a lot of people don't know this, but Elon Musk invented PayPal. I don't think he works there anymore. He sold it off. But if he wanted to go through people's random personal stuff, he would have done it at PayPal. So it doesn't really make sense. And then we have this video from, Stephen Miller. So go ahead and play this. He was on Fox News.
What are the plans to do so if those records are obtained?
Well, as we know, there's a massive amount of fraud in this country. You have, for example, foreign fraud rings. These are foreign nationals who come into the United States. They use fake Social Security numbers. They use fake identities to steal billions in taxpayer benefits. There's no way to know until Doge gains full access exactly how much money we're talking about. But over a 10-year normal budget window, you could be talking about saving over $1 trillion by clamping down on massive fraud in our tax and entitlement systems, including, again, those carried out by organized fraud and theft rings. A very important point in all this is to understand that Doge are subordinate staffers of the federal government. They are political appointees, just like me, just like everyone else in the White House, that serve and answer to the president. So we're not talking about an outside private entity. We're talking about the existing federal staff of the federal government performing their statutory and constitutional duty.
And what he's talking about there is a lot of people are complaining that Elon Musk is an unelected official, but so is 95% of the government. There's only about like 200 to 300 people that are actually elected into government, unless you count like the House of Representatives. which still it's below 1,000 people in government. We have tens of thousands of government jobs, so most of them, the majority of them, are not elected. And then this is just a thread on X, and people talking about it. I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous what he's talking about. And there are illegal immigrants that obtain Social Security numbers that then benefit from Social Security. There's people that all over the planet, they're alleged to have been using fake Social Security numbers and other means to get money from us. And you guys have to keep in mind that Social Security, a lot of people have been talking about it, it's going to go bankrupt sooner or later. Like me, as a 23-year-old, I'm not going to ever see a Social Security check. More than likely it'll be bankrupt by the time I get there. But you know what would help that? If we cut down on the fraud and the waste. I mean, you saw the numbers at the beginning here. Just think about all that money that's going to people that shouldn't have it, or are dead, or it's being laundered somewhere. Who knows what's happening to it? That's an insane amount of abuse and fraud in our system. Because it's not like something that just like, oh, you know, that kind of got like washed under the rug, or like, oh, well, we missed it. No, people knew about this. There's no way you don't know about that. I mean, someone 360 years old getting Social Security, that should be something easily checked by the Social Security Administration. And then Elon Musk has been tweeting out about this extensively. He said the real reason so many Democrats are upset about entitlements, Social Security, medical, etc., fraud, is because why do I have this popping up on my screen? Okay. Social Security, medical, etc., fraud investigations is that they are using your taxpayer money as handouts to attract and retain illegal immigrants, their future voters. That's what it's all about, truth. And yeah, he's exactly right. I mean, you just look at these numbers and it's like, where is all that money going? The only thing that makes sense is people are defrauding the government, and people that aren't supposed to be getting that money are getting it. Elon Musk and Doge have uncovered that there are 394 million Social Security recipients in the United States, despite the country having only 334 million citizens, a discrepancy of more than 60 million. Think you've seen fraud yet? You've seen nothing yet. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene, there are millions of people illegally receiving Social Security checks. This is the largest fraud in U.S. history, and no one would know if it weren't for Elon Musk and Doge. Yeah, no, this would have kept going. If we didn't have Doge, going rummaging through the finances of our federal government, we would know about a lot of stuff, like whether it's USAID or this new Social Security scandal that's coming out. And then we have this from DC Drano. I liked his tweet. There are more than 16 million people over the age of 110 receiving Social Security benefits. I'd say not a single one of those people are still alive. Yeah, I would. I mean, that's what I said at the beginning of the video. Now you have another 170 million people under 110 receiving benefits. Who wants to guess how many of those are dead or fraudulent? 50%? Social Security is going broke because it's being paid to tens of millions of people who aren't even alive. Well, it's not just people that aren't even alive. It's also people that are alive that shouldn't be receiving it. And then we have more. Jeff Carlson, 395 million Social Security numbers in the database versus 335 million citizens, more than 20 million over the age of 100, more than 15 million over the age of 110. Fraud, potentially at massive levels, but also huge implications to our elections. Easily fixed, but it wasn't. So yeah, no, this is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm sure we'll be seeing more information coming out about this as time goes on. But according to the Social Security database, these are the numbers of people in each age bracket with the death field set to false, meaning they are alive. Maybe Twilight is real and there are a lot of vampires collecting Social Security, laughing emojis. So yeah, I mean, that's why I said at the beginning here, I know there's lizards in the government, which is a joke. But apparently there's vampires as well, which is also a joke, because clearly there's no vampires or people that are alive in the federal government, but someone's getting this money. This money is going somewhere. So the next question would be, who's receiving these? Who's receiving these checks? That would be the next thing to figure out, and also canceling all of it. It's absolutely disgusting what we're seeing from this, but more information will come out, and as more information does get let out, I will be updating you guys as we get more information. But let me know what you guys think down below. Are you guys one of the vampires receiving Social Security? Just send me a DM. I won't expose it, I swear. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you. Peace out.